We have not yet explicitly linked our activities with them, but we are aware of what they do, and for sure there will be a time to collaborate more intensively.
Yes. A former colleague of mine, David Luyamba, is a records management expert, which would be really helpful in KM, and I'd be happy to put you guys in contact, but that's another conversation we'll have later.
Yeah.
So one more time, I want to thank you for that, and I want to ask you just a final question or suggestion. If you have any particular thoughts or advice to give our students who may be coming into KM jobs or who have been working in KM that might have an interest in development work, is there some advice that you might give to them about how to get involved or how to look for jobs or, whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Best practices, anything?
Well, students who want to focus on knowledge management, first of all, I would like to encourage the students to really understand knowledge management as a very fundamental discipline for the future development of our planet. Because indeed, knowledge is the resource that goes to the identity of humanity. And we don't have to read the Bible to know that knowledge has been there from the beginning, looking at the tree of knowledge and such metaphors.
Right.
But really, knowledge is at the heart of our civilization, of our identity, and this will always shape our societies. So knowledge management is not only about IT tools, about communities of practice, leading expert debriefings, document management, and whatever you may learn. It is so much richer. Of course, there are these very operational and important tools and instruments that are commonly applied and mentioned in knowledge management. But to advance a knowledge society as a whole is such an amazing wide field that challenges us as personalities in all our aspects and facets. And I encourage everyone to explore all these various components of knowledge. When it comes to the societal aspects, consider that any kind of inclusion, and inclusion is what shapes a society. Otherwise, we talk about elites only. Inclusion cannot be without knowledge inclusion.
Right.
And inclusion is one of many aspects. Knowledge dissemination in our society, how does it work? Preservation and capturing knowledge in our society, that goes to the very core of our identities. What is a national identity without a knowledge identity of a country? Then economic development. It's unthinkable without questioning what is the knowledge that we need to profile as an advanced economy. So any kind of society, an aspect in society can be considered without knowledge. And it's wonderful to step in all these domains. I personally, from my activities in the last years, would like to encourage all students to tap into those multi-stakeholder partnerships that are established for more or less every domain of our society. Multi-stakeholder partnerships are exciting because they address overarching goals and they bridge different stakeholder groups, interests, cultures, the full spectrum of society. And positioning knowledge management in such a context is an amazing, inspiring, relevant work. And wherever you go on a local or national or regional level, I'm sure that when you explain what knowledge management can do, people will be excited. People will ask for you. Many of those partnerships may already have strategies and therefore posts. And I'm sure that applying for such posts can be very exciting and provide amazing learning opportunities. If there is not such a post, explain how knowledge management can make a difference. And I would be very surprised if those partnerships say, oh, no, this is important for us. We know already everything.
Mm-hmm.
It will not happen. So if there is no job, you may create your job. Honestly, nobody has asked me, can you develop a knowledge agenda for the world? Can you please develop a knowledge agenda for Uganda? Nobody has asked me to do it, but I found that it would be useful.
Right.
So I mobilized it myself. And that is what entrepreneurial work in general may characterize, that if nobody else does it, then do it yourself. Take the lead, not always follow the path that others have gone before. Lead and demonstrate how knowledge management can contribute.
That's great. And I'm going to suggest one more thing on top of what you just said. And so this is directly to the students, and that is keep this video of Andreas. So when the time comes, you can play it back again and remember all these things that he's told you, because he just gave you the keys to opening KM doors that organizations may not be aware of. And what he has said is exactly right. So be sure to, think about these things about your entrepreneurial work. If the job doesn't exist, create it. You can do that. And that we have curriculum courses that are designed to help you do that with the leadership skills and et cetera. So he's exactly right. So keep your video of Andreas, download it and save it for when you need that to go back to for inspiration. Andreas, thank you so much for this. This has been just a remarkable conversation, and I thank you for sharing your knowledge with us and helping us to understand the linkages and the importance of those partnerships and multi-sectoral and multi-stakeholder kinds of partnerships, and how they're so important to addressing the sustainable development goals and just building better societies and better quality of life for everyone. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Kendra, for the opportunity of sharing these topics, sharing the insights, because I'm convinced that that most of the students, knowledge managers, have this at their heart to contribute to society, but may not yet have had the opportunity to link it adequately. And this is just the message: you are not alone in linking knowledge management with development and societal advancement. Link up with the others. Let's join the community and support each other. There's enough to do. And we are not competing at all with each other. This is the blue ocean where any contribution is welcome.
It's great. Thanks again. And everybody, make sure you write your journal entry about this. Thank you. Okay.
All the best to the students.
Thank you.
Bye.